The workplace has always been a potentially dangerous environment. Many workplace hazards were prevalent for a lot of reasons, including greed, a lack of knowledge, and limited scientific insight. Technology to improve workplace and personal safety has come a long way since the days of old. We no longer use canaries in coal mines to detect the buildup of toxic gases as advocated by Scottish scientist John Haldane. Odorless, colorless gases such as carbon monoxide and methane are virtually undetectable with our basic human senses. However, because of a high basal metabolic rate, canaries tend to show early symptoms of poisoning at concentrations which may have been barely noticeable to the miners. The normally loud canary would stop singing, indicating that something is wrong. We have made several other advancements over the years. We now have the potential to extinguish fires using sound waves. We have video image smoke detection technology and retractable syringes such as those produced by BD Integra. Retractable needles in particular have a significant impact on workplace safety. In a study conducted at an Australian university hospital, high-risk needle stick injuries were reduced by 57% simply by using retractable syringes. Whereas some of these technologies will be cost prohibitive and industry specific, there are now countless safety apps that you can use right now with your smartphones. In this session, we will highlight 4 safety apps that can help improve workplace and personal safety. Number 1. The NIOSH Heat Stress Tool. Temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles in a system, or in more simplistic terms, the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Whereas heat is a flow or transfer of energy along a temperature gradient, that is, from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. This explains why blowing on your hands during the winter can warm them up, and why blowing on your hot tea can also cool it down. When it comes to warmer temperatures, we sweat a lot to cool down. Heat stress is a measure of the net heat load on the body. Most industrial hygienists are familiar with the heat balance equation that shows heat loss or heat gained by a body based on certain factors. If the temperature of the environment is a relatively comfortable 33 degrees Celsius, the heat stress can still be significant if the humidity is high and the worker is wearing several layers of clothing. A heat stress index is a single number which integrates the effects of the several different factors that contribute to heat stress. This single number is expected to appropriately reflect the thermal strain experienced by the worker. In future sessions, I will discuss the Universal Thermal Climate Index and the problem it is trying to solve. The OSHA NIOSH Heat Safety Tool was developed to help protect workers and the public from developing heat-related illnesses such as heat stroke, heat syncope, and malaria. The Heat Safety Tool features location-specific, real-time heat index and hourly forecasts, as well as occupational safety and health recommendations from OSHA and NIOSH that together help workers take appropriate precautions based on the weather conditions. Number 2. The NIOSH Sound Level Meter app. Many workplaces can become very noisy. With noise comes the potential for workers to suffer from noise-induced hearing loss. According to the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists, or ACGIH, workers are at risk for noise-induced hearing loss if they are exposed to a TWA TLV of 85 decibels, where the TLV TWA is a time-weighted average exposure to noise over an 8-hour period. Loud noises destroy the sensitive hair cells located in the cochlea of the inner ear. These hair cells are responsible for converting the sound waves received by the ear into an electrical signal that is passed along to the brain. These signals are translated into a sound that we can identify. The NIOSH Song Level Meter app acts as a song level meter where it can measure the song levels that a worker is exposed to. It also acts as a noise dosimeter that gives you the time-weighted average noise exposure. The app also claims to meet Type 2 song level meter requirements when used with an external microphone. Number 3. The Red Cross First Aid app. Despite the best effort to implement the most ambitious safety program, accidents do happen. When a worker is injured, it is important that immediate steps are taken to prevent the injury from worsening or to preserve life in the case of more severe injuries. The Red Cross First Aid app provides videos, interactive quizzes, and simple step-by-step advice on how to handle common injuries. Number 4. Companion. This last app is important more for personal safety rather than occupational safety. We can all agree that the world can sometimes be a dangerous place. An app that offers protection from criminal elements is one that deserves to be highlighted. Companion is an app for anyone worried about traveling home alone. It promotes a digital buddy system by letting users choose companions or people in their contacts who can track their location as they journey home. Have you ever tried these apps before? Leave a comment below. Tell us about your experience and ways in which you think these apps can be improved.